Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stops. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Can't hover the line, remember?
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Chased out. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right? Driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
Pistol now for Mahomes. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Falcons will take over. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10 are under Robinson. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Got a man, it's Drake London. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, here we go. Second down. Penix here from the gun. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. Takes out a one-stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Falcons will have a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, here's Penix. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. And again, it's Penix. Escapes the pocket. Catch is made in close. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Younghoe Koo on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mahomes. He'll get this to Henry. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards. Working quickly here. They go play action. It's Mahomes. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. That was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it after his second interception of the season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
And what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. We will not get another play in here. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He throws a bullet deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Penix working from the gun. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. They go play action. Here's Penix. Flushed out of the pocket. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's Smith on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. They'll cobble together a yard there. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one's complete, right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk, It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. On target to Worthy. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And they bring him to a stop with this run. Gets him into the red zone, down to the 15. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Right back to Pacheco. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Butker on now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Penix now on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Penix on 3rd down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. We've reached the midway point of this this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I'm just going to say, maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage of this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Henry on the catch. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Offense up to the line fast. Mahomes on first and 10. Here's a loft deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Kansas City. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Penix here from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Throwing, Penix. Finds his target, Robinson. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And again, it's Penix. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To the air with Penix. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. In the middle holes. They don't get anything on the run. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Pressure coming from Mahomes. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead. Butker on down to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Able to hit Robinson. Complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Throwing the out route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
On second down, Robinson. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. He gets them half of what they needed, so after a 7-yard gain, it's 3rd and 7.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
3rd down, it's Penix. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
with the
That's
score,
the end of the third on
18.
Sunday night.
Falcons,
It's Falcon.
14.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here first and goal. Here's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Penix working from the gun. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Atlanta. Is to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 3.
Chiefs, 18.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And they won't return this, so with the new rules and because it hit in the landing zone first, the touchback will only come out to the 20. They're out and set, first and 10. They motion the tight end over. A first down carry for Pacheco. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a game of 9. Brings up second and 11.
Second down run by Pacheco. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
And he goes out close to that 40. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Now a handoff for Pacheco. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Back to Pacheco here on second. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Back to throw it. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking to throw. And almost someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it after his second interception of the season. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but the little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 48. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Chiefs territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Looking to throw. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Chiefs down by only 3. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by Henry. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down, Chiefs.
He'll look to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs jump in front late. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 1. Dulcich hauls it in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Penix on first down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So 2nd down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Short pass brought in. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Catch made over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Penix here from the gun. Into the hands of Dulcich. And he will score and get the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's Smith on the return. Here's a reverse. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
The pressure for that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And here's the timeout after the sack. Had to take it, and they're down to just 1 final play.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
Try and push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. this game is over. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to imagine the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something